Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your April reading. Welcome to the beginning of the astrological year. I'm so excited. I can feel this fresh energy of new beginnings, and we are going to get started today with a little bit of energy cleansing using Palo Santo. And I want you to remember that even if you're not here in the presence of the Palo Santo, even if you can't smell it or see the smoke or anything like that, that the spirit of Palo Santo is doing what it does best, which is to raise the energy, to raise the vibration of yourself and your environment and my environment too. So thank you to Sacred Palo Santo for doing your thing. And once we get started here with the cards today, I'm going to be pulling some oracle messages from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck. This is by Kelly Smith. You can find the links to all the oracle decks that I use down below in the description. I love this deck. I call it my tough love deck because that's exactly what it does. It calls us on our shit sometimes. And for those of you who are going to be joining me in the extended reading at the end, we're also going to look into some additional oracle decks here by Shannon Kaiser. We've got Unshakable, Inner Peace. So what can help us really keep calm, keep cool, keep collective through all of these crazy energies that we got going on in the collective. And then we're also going to look at a romance oracle. So if you're here for romance or for your relationships, even if you're not romantic relationships, platonic, or even your relationship with yourself, we'll be looking at that. And finally, an animal spirit oracle card as well. But like I said, we're going to get started with the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and we're going to see what is the primary energy that's coming through for the month of April for the Gemini collective, please. What is the primary energy or the primary message that the Gemini collective needs to know most right now? I've got some serious Geminis in my life, so I'm really curious to see what's coming up for all of you. Okay, you're getting auric field. Isn't that interesting? And I wanted to get started with some Palo Santo today. I want to show you guys something as well, okay? Palo Santo's great. Sage is amazing as well. I've got sage here too. It's all about coming into right relationship with these spirit plants, these plant spirits that help to cleanse your energy. Another one of my favorites, Florida water, agua de Florida. And this is an incredibly powerful energy cleanser. What I like to do is I like to put it into a little spray bottle like this. Then you can just spray your energy. You can do this before you leave the house. You can do this after you get home from being out. I carry this with me, and if I go into stores like Costco or anything else, I'm definitely spraying myself after that, because you're getting the auric card field or the auric field card. So this is telling you that you are being called to cleanse, to ground, and to protect your energy and your aura. There's some really heavy energies going on in the world right now. In the collective, if you follow me on my other social media channels, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, you've heard me talk about this. I just got home from Costa Rica, hence the tan. Yes, my skin does like the tan. And it felt so heavy when I got back here in Canada. It felt so heavy. I couldn't even put it into words. It's just, everything felt heavy. And I mean, there's not a lot of heaviness in my personal life. I mean, I love my business. My relationships are going well. I love my home. I love my community. Like, you know, where is this heaviness coming from? It's in the collective. And chances are, if you're here and you're watching this video, well, you're probably in tune with your spiritual journey, at least a little bit. So you very well may consider yourself an empath. And chances are some of the energy that you're feeling is not even your energy at all. So if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, or you're in fight or flight and you can't figure out why, well, you very well might just be tuning into the collective energy of what's going on around us, not just with yourself. So the auric field card says it's time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and also to strengthen your aura. I have a few meditations here on my channel as well that you can check out on how to cleanse and clear and protect your energy. If you're a part of the Sacred Self-Empowered community membership, where we go into the extended reading, we meet together on Zoom at least twice a month as well. And on those Zoom meetings, we always do practices together. We do energy cleansing, grounding, and protecting practices together. And personally, I think it's the most important thing that we can do in every single day. Like, really and truly, I had to learn the lesson of energy protection over and over and over again until I finally took it seriously. And now energy protection is a part of my every single day. And sometimes, like, I'll leave this around the house, and I've got teenagers, and sometimes my kids will be like, Mom, you got something going on with your energy right here. I'm doing what's for you. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry about that. My bad. Let's definitely get rid of that, whatever that is. So whatever way that works for you, okay? Some people like to use different tools for energy cleansing. Some people like to do visualization, which I highly, highly recommend as well. You can visualize golden light coming from this ninth chakra, the Wiracocha chakra up above, an arm's length above your head, and that golden light comes down and it cleanses you. Salt is really powerful as well. Pink Himalayan salt baths are like my number one, aside from working with plant spirit allies. And I also like to keep salt around the house, around the windows, things like that. And then, yeah, crystals can be really cleansing as well, using like selenite. That can be super, I think I probably have one in my window over there. You guys can't see it, but always have selenite as well. I got a selenite holder right here. Very cleansing. So cleanse your energy, Gemini, cleanse, ground, and protect your energy. It's going to be super important for you throughout the month of April. And let's find out a little bit more about that. Can we get a clarification? What else does, okay, you're getting universal bank. This one is a common part this month. If you're a cross watcher, so if you watch for your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, if you watch for anywhere else in your chart, you might even watch for your other loved ones, who knows, but you'll notice that this card is coming up for a lot of us. The universal bank card tells us that everything that you need to thrive is already here. Maybe there's a little bit of static here, okay? So the universal bank card tells us that, you know, whatever answers you're seeking, they are within yourself. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's so true. If we can just still our mind, if we can just go into that place of meditation, which we can do by listening to a sound bath, which we can do by having a shower, which we can do by taking a walk in the woods or having a bath with no phone, those types of things. If we can really, really clear our mind, all the answers are here. But in order to do this, in order to be able to receive the answers, we have to make sure to cleanse, ground, and protect our energy for a number of reasons. Number one, spirit is going to have to lower their vibration to be able to communicate with us, because we're here on earth, we're dense, we're heavy, right? But spirit is a higher vibration. So in order to communicate with us, they're going to have to lower their vibration. So if we can raise our vibration, it's going to make it easier for our spirit guides and allies and even past loved ones, for our higher self, to be able to communicate with us, right? And then in addition to that, you want to make sure that your energy is protected, because like a moth to a flame, if you're going to go in and start receiving messages from spirit, you want to make sure those spirits are here in your highest good, right? You want to make sure that those spirits are here for the greater good of all, with harm to none. And then you want to stay grounded, because the only way that we can really connect in with our intuition is when we're grounded to Pachamama, Mother Earth, Gaia, our great mother. So how do we do that? Well, the weather is changing here in Canada, Western Canada. So go outside, put your bare hands and feet on the earth, go touch a tree, go hug a tree. If it's still not warm where you live, well, take some time with your plants, like don't just water them, but actually like touch them. I've got some beautiful plants over here. They're kind of hiding, but I got take your time, water your plants, love your plants. You can also ground by grabbing some oils and rubbing them very slowly on your feet, closing your eyes, slowing down your breath, and again, visualization. We also do that inside of the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership every month. So if that is speaking to you, the link to join is down below, and then you can also join us for the extended version. But let's see what else is coming up. What challenges may the Gemini collective be experiencing in the month of April, please? Let's see. Spiritual growth. Okay, again, a big card that's coming up for a number of the signs this month. So whatever you're going through right now, I call this your keep me up at night problem. Whatever this keep me up at night problem is for you, Gemini, this is a lesson that is required for your spiritual growth. Now, what I mean by that is the universe is going to send you this lesson over and over and over and over and over again until you actually learn it. Just like I was talking about with my own journey with the energy or with the lesson of energy management. So managing my own energy, cleansing my energy, grounding my energy, protecting my energy. I kept getting drained. Every time I had a call with a client, every time I had a reading or a healing session, every time I had a group coaching call, every time that I was in conversation with someone in DMs, I'd feel so drained when I was done. And I'm like, Why do I feel so drained? I love what I do, but it is exhausting. Like I just wanted to sit in the bath every single day for hours. And I'm not exaggerating. And release. I would sit in the bath every single day for hours. Have a really deep tub. And the universe just kept sending me this lesson over and over and over again. I kept getting drained. I kept getting drained. I kept getting drained. And I would pick up little things about energy management here and there. I've been on my spiritual journey for 13 years. So, I would resonate with this and I would try it every once in a while. I'd resonate with that. I would try it every once in a while. But I wasn't consistent with my energy practices and I kept getting drained. So eventually I became more consistent with my energy practices and I realized I'm not getting drained as much. The universe was sending me the same lesson over and over and over again until I finally learned it. I see this a lot as well with my clients in the Nourish Your Temple program. Many of you know that I have been a fat loss coach for the last 10 years and I work as a shamanic healer. So I've blended those two worlds together in the Nourish Your Temple program. And a lot of the women that I work with, they keep getting the same lessons over and over and over again from the universe about how they're treating their bodies, about binge eating and then feeling like crap, about not eating enough protein and vegetables and then feeling like garbage, about feeling resistance and self-sabotage to exercise and then beating themselves up about it and feeling guilty for it. The universe will give us the same lesson over and over and over again until we actually learn it. So what is this lesson that you're currently going through right now? I feel like it could be something around self-sabotage. Like, how are you getting in your own way? Is this around your physical health? Is this around your spiritual journey? Is this around your career, your relationships, your home life? What is this about? Only you will know. You can let me know down below in the comments. And if I feel any intuitive insight, I'm more than happy to share that with you. But I encourage you to really trust that this lesson is for your spiritual growth. You will become the person that you are meant to be when you can go through this lesson and actually learn it so that the universe doesn't have to throw it back in your face again. And is there anything else that will help the Gemini collective to align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline for the month of April, please? That highest timeline being the version of you who has already learned that lesson so that they don't have to learn it again, correct? Yeah. Okay, you're getting intuition. Wow. I can't believe the crossover from all the different signs this month. You guys are getting a lot of the same messages over and over and over again. So you're learning to trust your intuition. What was I just saying a moment ago? Like maybe your intuition is telling you to eat more vegetables or to drink more water or to move your body or to not eat so much junk food or to not self-sabotage, to actually take action rather than procrastinating. Whatever it is that your intuition is telling you, your intuition is right. Your intuition is always right. And we all have intuition, okay? Our spiritual gifts, our psychic gifts, they're just like any other muscle. So the more you practice them, the more you exercise them, the more you trust your intuition, the stronger your intuition is going to get, okay? And just like any other muscle, if you ignore it, the more you ignore your intuition, the weaker it's going to get. So this says you're learning to embrace and trust your own inner knowing. Now, our intuition is going to show up differently for each and every one of us. For some of you, you may have that strong inner knowing. You know things and you have no idea how you know them. You just know them and you're validated all the time. People are like, how did you know that? How could you possibly know that? Like, I never told you that. How did you know that? You just know things. That's one of my main gifts. So it freaks people out sometimes. Maybe your intuition shows up in terms of a strong gut feeling or a bad taste in your mouth. Trust those, okay? Trust those. The most important intuition is your intuition. Just don't confuse it with your ego. Sometimes we can expect that when we receive a message, it's our intuition, but really it's our ego saying, no, don't do that. I don't want you to actually grow. I like you safe here inside of your comfort zone. Maybe your intuition is showing up in terms of visions, right? Like you close your eyes and you can see, or you go into meditations and you can experience different spirit allies and spirit guides. Maybe you see animal allies or angels or colors or things like that. Maybe your intuition is showing up for you with your clairaudience. Maybe you can hear messages from spirit. Maybe you hear words or phrases, or again, those messages of maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I should be doing that. Every single one of us has intuitive gifts, and our intuitive gifts show up differently for each and every one of us. But once again, the more you practice it, the more you exercise your intuition, the stronger it's going to get. One of the ways that I like to practice my intuition is by pulling these cards. I like to pull cards for myself. I like to pull cards for myself first thing in the morning. I like to pull cards for myself on Sunday night for the week ahead, on the last day of the month for the month ahead. I also like to pull cards when I do rituals. I do rituals on the full moon, on the new moon. We've got an eclipse coming up here right at the very end of March, if you're catching this in March. Otherwise, if you're catching it in April, the eclipse has passed, but you've still got opportunities here with new moons and full moons coming up. So that's one great way to practice your intuition. There's lots of other ways as well. Channeled writing or automatic writing can be an incredible way to harness your intuition. So for me, what I like to do is light a white candle, light an incense, turn on my salt lamp, my selenite lamp. I like to put on a sound bath. For those of you who have been here for a while, you know that I really love Laramar's Sound Alchemy. He's here on YouTube and he's also on Spotify and other places as well. I'll put on a sound bath and I'll just set my timer for like 20 minutes. And sometimes, you know, I don't come up with anything right away. Like I sit there and I'm like, what am I going to write? What am I going to write? What am I going to write? And nothing comes to me initially. Stick with it if that happens to you, okay? Because eventually your body starts to drop into that meditative state, and then you start to just write, and before you know it, you're in flow, and then the timer goes off at 20 minutes and you're like, I'm still going here. Okay, be quiet. I'm going to keep on writing. I'm going to keep on writing. I'm going to keep on writing. And then what I really love to do with that automatic writing is I like to go back and read it again in the future, because then I really see how those intuitive messages were coming through for me. So try that out. Let me know, Gemini, if that is speaking to you. I'm so excited for you for the month ahead, because it sounds to me like if you can manage your energy, cleanse, ground, and protect your energy, you've got universal bank, spiritual growth, and intuition all showing up for you. So the answers to your keep me up at night problems, they're here. They're right here. They're right inside of you. And it sounds to me like many of you are going to be embracing and fine-tuning and developing your spiritual gifts in the month of April, which is really going to help you with whatever this keep me up at night problem is, because again, you have got the answers. Now, if this video was speaking to you today, I would so appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I have these videos once a month, as well as some guided meditations. Once again, you can find the energy cleansing meditation here on my channel as well. And you can also join me in the extended if that is speaking to you as well. We're going to dive a little bit deeper using all of these oracle decks that I've talked about today. And we're going to see what else is in store for you for the month ahead. So I will see you over there, Gemini.